Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for this opportunity. I'll quickly go through this presentation, will not take long. Try to stick to the time which is there. So basically, I come from Kalyani group of companies, and as Mohanty sir rightly brought out, the blue economy, blue trade, and blue product. So what exactly I'm going to bring to you with the photograph, the blue product, what we exactly have it by means of indigenous development with collaboration of various OEMs which are there available. So we right now have the product with us. It's in a final stage. I will flash it on the screen. Next screen, please. So this is a initial slides about the Kalyani group. I'll skip these slides, and it's a Kalyani group of companies present over across the Europe. We have 4 companies in Europe, in USA, couple of companies, and of course presence in India. The forging is our major forte, but what I represent over here is the defense and marine division of the Kalyani group of companies. Next slide, please. So this is our industry, what we serve. Marine is on the top right side, defense is beside to it, and other sectors which directly deals with the crankshaft forging stuff. In fact, 90% of the European market crankshafts in the every passenger vehicle or car or commercial vehicle is from Bharat Forge. Next slide. So this is a group of companies. Is a detailed slide how we are located and which sector. In fact, what many people do not know that we make our own steel, which is made for our forging. That is what is our IP, and that is the reason we are there across globe. In fact, in Asia, we are the largest forging company. Next slide. So technological innovation and manufacturing, how we do it in-house, how we achieve that. This future slide will show you. Next slide. We have various technology innovation centers. We have collaboration with the industry and research institute across the globe. That is what this slide talks about. We have more than 600 research papers and 16 patents in metallurgy specifically. Next slide. Now, group initiative in aerospace and defense and how it aligns with the blue economy. I'll try to dwell with that in the next slide. So this is our 11 portfolios in a defense aerospace structure. The right hand upper side you see a ship there which is a marine. It is just shown on one slide because I'll be covering the blue product under this category. The rest of the sector, just for info, we are in artillery. Just go back please. Back please on the, yeah. So we have artillery. We make 155mm guns in-house, designed, developed, ready for sale. And the famous ATAX gun is made by Bharat Forge. Of course, design was from the ARD. So that is already qualified for all the trials and everything. So again, what we're trying to bring out here is our strength in metallurgy, steel, and consistent persistence towards a project. Now 13 years are past qualifying this gun, and now it has seen the production light today, and we'll be doing that. Of course, Tata is another agency who will be doing along with us. Other than that, small arms, we literally make these small arms in our factory. We have recently supplied the armored vehicles, which was a very core need of Indian Army. That is made in-house and supplied already. And we are into the like bomb shells and steel metal. Of course, when we talk about bomb shells and category of that nature, we talk about the engineering part of it. Explosives we do not do as of now. Next slide, please. So we'll skip the infrastructure pan-India presence. That is what it shows. Next. So now we are coming to the marine and naval division or the department which I represent and which aligns with the blue economy, blue trade and blue product. Next please. So these are the systems what we are actually working, underwater systems in which we are actually working with Navy very closely, upgrading the very old torpedo. It has got a homing head. We tied up with the OEM, we formed the JV with them, and we are upgrading those homing heads. Not only upgrading, we conducted successful trial, and Navy is happy with it. It's a very vintage old torpedoes, and it needs to be kept alive and going on. So again, the emphasis was given on indigenization, and that is how we achieved that. Then underwater targets, expendable underwater targets, and mobile target emulator, which comes in the category of AUV. These are the this is basically decoy which is launched from the submarine to deceive an incoming enemy torpedo threat. Basically, to misguide the torpedo so that your own submarine is safe. This EUT particularly is such a critical technology, and it's only left with a few big OEMs But now, under the, as sir said rightly, under IDEX and sprint challenges, it was put under make to category, and we were tasked to manufacture that. So I'm very happy to announce here, by means of indigenization and collaborative effort, global, we are already assembled a product and it is ready. And we are doing with this along with our partner MDL. So this has got two categories. One is decoy, another one is a training purpose of the anti-submarine warfare officer. So this guy goes into the water on its own and simulates the submarine, just a 1.5 meter object. Simulates the entire behavior of a submarine, and this, so that you can practice your combat efforts. And it's very, very crucial for the combat scenarios. And we were relying on the external agencies on this. Now we have with us this technology. So again, coming to this, it aligns with the AUV, autonomous underwater vehicle. Again, Kongsberg is a big company in the world. Everybody knows about that. But slowly we are diverting to converging from MTE to AUV, and very soon we'll have our own product. So that, as we said, we are sea blinds and underwater world is unexplored. So probably we would be able to provide you eyes to explore that resources which are there. Then we have marine battery system. We are extensively working on that. We have a recent tie-up with General Atomics on that. We are trying to manufacture cells here and make a world-class management battery power pack for submarines. If it is made for submarines, it has got a commercial application outfall for various applications, because submarine applications are very, very critical. We are into marine engineering system, PSI shafting, steering gears, main circulating pumps. Main circulating pump, we made it for the very strategic application of the Navy. It has got 60,000 liters per hour kind of capacity. So it was earlier imported, but we got into the stuff. One single pump, one single order. There was no return on investment guaranteed. We made it. It took us a long time. We failed. We made. That is where our CMD's vision comes from. And this product is now ready and is undergoing a test in Vizag under 60,000 hours it's going to get tested for 1,000 hours. So what I'm trying to bring out here is that there is an alignment with the blue economy, blue product, and we are right there with the product, fortunately. Naval armaments, when we talk about armament, and when I say armament, SR guns, which are very close to us. So we had a requirement for making a barrel of the gun, which was imported till now, which is still imported till now. So our vision was, why to get into a barrel, why not a gun? That is what is the focus of the company, and we are moving towards that. So SRGM gun, 127 mm naval gun, and 30 mm naval gun, we are targeting to get it done in-house. Other programs, we have AI-based solution. We are Industry 4.0 already implemented inside our Bharat Forge plant. And along with that, AI is an independent department which we are exploring to augment marine applications. Next. So underwater systems, will actually show you the products here. Next slide, please. So this is the upgradation of a homing weight. What we talked about is a very old torpedo set 65 and test 71 ME, and we have successfully done the trials, shown the upgradation along with OEM. We formed a JV with the OEM, which is facilitated for the specific purpose of the Navy. Next. These are the two targets, MT and EUT, what I was talking about. Which one is a decoy, another is a simulator for the anti-submarine warfare officer to get trained. So, and the third product is AUV. So first two products are already assembled. They will be shortly undergoing the rigorous testing which is required for the marine environment or specifically military environment. And we'll have this product in our portfolio as an indigenously developed product. Next slide. So marine battery systems. Next, please. So as I said, we have a tie-up with General Atomics. So this is a kind of battery which is already there on the strategic nuclear submarines of the US. They're in the final stage of commissioning it. They're already there on the AUVs. So the wow factor or the USP for these batteries is it doesn't have a thermal runaway, highly reliable, regression tested. So why to reinvent the wheel? So we are going to have a tie-up with them. We are going to get the stuff here, manufacture it, and make it available for the marine market. It is qualified S9310, which is a Navy program for battery safety, specifically meant for that kind of standards. So this is what we are looking at. Next slide. Marine engineering systems. Next slide. Main circulating fluid, as I told you, these are the parts of that particular pump which is already there in a testing stage. We manufacture 42 critical components. We manufacture components out of nickel, aluminum, bronze alloy for the first time, and it has seen the end of a good light, and it is available for testing. Next slide. Control breech propeller is again a very critical technology, again held with very few foreign OEMs. We are in a very advanced stage to get it indigenized with a collaboration. Directly deals with the marine product. Next slide. Propulsion shafting capability. We have our own propulsion making capability of 9 meter in-house Bharat Forge, including its forging component. However, bigger ships need 17 meters kind of facility which is there, and we are in a process of upgrading it to that level. Next. ECAM submarine turbocharger. Again, this was a very classic requirement which has come from a Navy. One single product, and our CMD decided to make it. So this product is actually this product has turned into a lab, turbocharger lab, which is there. We started with the making of a propeller, impeller, this engineering thing, and the product is ready, and it's in a delivery stage now. Next. So this is a very nice slide, I would say. Marine engineering system. In fact, we purchased the entire BAE system submarine manufacturing machinery plant in UK, and we got all this machinery right now here in India, which can manufacture the submarine heavy parts and the gun parts. So we bought it. We aligned that parts for the gun. They are operational already. Guns are being made. And we have other stuff already ready with us, and we are exploring ways and means of where to manufacture the submarines. So that is a focus. In fact, blue economy, blue product, it all aligns with that. So that's a kind of investment and acceleration, I would say, towards the business which is there with the leadership. Naval armament part. Next slide. Again, as I said, I'll not get into this slide much. SRGM barrel we are already working on. Though this particular gun is Italian gun, which is been assembled or manufactured by Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, but the barrel is still a problem, which is being imported. So we have taken up this challenge on NCSC basis. We are going to manufacture 3 barrels with our own steel. So that is what we are working on. Next. 127 mm gun, again there is a requirement under Make 1, so we intend to make this entire gun. Same thing goes for the SRGM gun also. We are going to make the entire SRGM gun itself within our plan. Next. IoT proposed solutions. We are extensively working on AI and IoT because Industry 4 is something which is working in our factory right now in Mundwa, and we see its advantage very clearly. The predictive maintenance and diagnostic approach for the problems which directly aligns with your marine application which is there. So that is what capability we are trying to create as offshoot of this, which aligns with the marine application. Next. So we have AI based and solutions in independent department which works on that. So this particular thing works on AI has a multiple roles. We have an unguided, unmanned guided vehicle which operates on an AI algorithm which is developed in-house. So this product is ready with us since last 1.5 years, and finally now it is being ordered by Indian Army because it has gone extensive testing in Pokhran in an existing config. We were in a in the process of modifying it for a better use, but Army said you give me just this because this fits in my application because they tested it on ground. So that is where we have a direct synergy with the customer. Next slide. So this is just a summary of AI solution which is there. I think this is my end of presentation. So we basically offer the blue product in-house in our factory. We have 5 gun platforms right now available in our portfolio. Out of that, 4 of them are designed and developed by us on our own and tested on ready for sale. Thank you very much. I'll be open for any queries.
I think what we'll do, we'll take questions in the end from anyone and everyone. Really a wonderful presentation. In fact, Bharat Forge has been a real success story. And we have been witness to that success, not from within India, but all over outside India. So I congratulate Bharat Forge for this diversity of products and technology, because till the time I was dealing with them, you were still mainly in the automobile sector. Very respected Indian company, in fact.
Just to add a small thing, so in fact, this guns story which is there, this is made by the people who doesn't even understand meaning earlier what is barrel.
Yeah.
But from there it all started, and this is where we are.
And also, we have been, I would say, as a developing country, we have been a success story in terms of supply of naval hardware. When I can talk about small island states, especially Mauritius, Seychelles, even Sri Lanka to some extent. In Mauritius, for example, the entire naval hardware is supplied by India, in fact. From the small boats to fast interceptors to Barracuda, to name it, right? The whole thing is India supplied. So I think this is one area where we really have a lot of potential, and a lot of people really trust us in terms of quality and affordability, and also a vertically integrated support system. So when we do, it's not only naval hardware, capacity building, training, repair and maintenance, all that stuff. So thanks for your very good presentation. Next we have Mr. Shehzad Athar, who is